Today in our 2017 Chevrolet Equinox, we'll be installing the CURT Class II Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C12291. Alright, here's what our hitch looks like installed. As you can see, it's nice and hidden underneath our bumper cover here. The only part that really sticks out is the Class II 1.25" opening right here, and our safety chain loops, which are on this angular plate right here below our hitch receiver. Easy to use. If you have some larger diameter safety chains on your trailer, you may need to swap out to a smaller one so they can fit through this opening easy. It's a little bit tight, but it'll work for most every application out there. We have this nice collar welded around the outside of the receiver to give it a nice finished look and to help reinforce it a little bit. To our side of our receiver, we have our industry standard 1/2" diameter hitch pin hole here to secure whatever hitch mounted accessory that we may have. This hitch has a 350-pound max tongue weight rating and a 3,500-pound max gross trailer weight rating. Does not support the use of weight distribution, and if you're using it for a non-trailer application such as a bike rack or a cargo carrier, you need to use a stabilization strap to help support the load. We do have those available separately on our website. Now for a few measurements to better assist you in choosing any hitch mounted accessory you may need, such as a ball mount, bike rack, or cargo carrier. You're looking at about 3.5 inches from the center of the 1/2" diameter hitch pin hole to the rearmost point in the back bumper, and about 15 inches from the ground to the top of the Class II 1.25" receiver opening. Now underneath our vehicle, we have this cutout here, which would hide where the factory hitch would be. We need to remove this piece. In order to do that, just push in on your 2 tabs, push them up a little bit, pull down on it, push in on the tab at the top, set it aside. Now we'll take our pull wire, insert it into the round hole that's slightly off center from the center of our bumper support, and push it through the bumper, place on one of our spacer plates, and thread on a carriage bolt. And I'll pull that on through. Move the pull wire. Then we'll repeat the same thing for the other round hole, just go in the opposite direction. Right now, with an extra set of hands, we'll raise our hitch into position. And secure it in place with our flange nuts. Now we'll take one of our bolts and a conical tooth washer with the teeth facing away from the head of the bolt, going towards our hitch. And we'll place it into our weld nuts here on the side of our frame. Do the same for the other hole right there. Okay, now that we have our 2 bolts on the passenger side loosely started, we'll repeat the same process for the driver's side. All right, with all of our hardware now in place, we can snug it down. We use a 19mm socket. For the ones here in the middle, you'll probably need an extension with a swivel adapter. All right, now that all of our hardware has been tightened down, we can torque them down to the amount specified in the instructions. If your vehicle does not have the weld nuts here and you had to use the carriage bolts, you have to pay attention to the instructions because the carriage bolts use a different torque amount than the ones that go into weld nuts. Again, you have to use your extension and a swivel adapter. Now again, these bolts here are a different torque than if we had a carriage bolt. And that completes our installation of the CURT Class II Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C12291 on our 2017 Chevrolet Equinox.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.